Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game, the world champ, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the multi-world champion, a multi-champion, a legend, an icon to the Call of Duty scene. Give it up for Patrick Price Eggs. And then, of course, give it up for the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benjay Naseem. Gentlemen, how we doing? How we feeling? What's going on? Pat, long time no see. Talk to me, Pat. How you been, brother? You been all right?
I've been good. It's only been 2 episodes, Tom. It's only been two episodes.
Yeah, but it's just, it's been 3 weeks until EWC, Pat, and then you weren't here the first 2. So it's been a while, Pat. I mean, we haven't seen each other in a while.
It's been a minute. I've been good. Excited to get back to it. I think Trey was holding it down. Dill was holding it down.
Yeah.
But I heard Ben was on some generational yap sessions without me here, so hopefully I can rein that in now that I'm back. But yeah.
Hey, Ben, what face?
That's not true.
That's not true. Oh, man.
I love Ben's snake face, bro.
I sent Tom a graphic from the first show we did this week, and I was not the number one.
Yeah,
speaker.
Duarte,
fact,
you might want to take a look at that, Duarte. You might want to take a look at that graphic.
Wait, what?
What
graph? You want to resend it? You want me to resend it again, Tom?
Yeah, you might need to.
No.
Wait,
there's a yap graph?
There's a yap. There's a yap graphic. A yap. And I guess somebody
from when?
clocked
From when?
every time somebody talks.
First show
Somebody
we did this
clocked
week.
the percentage of how much we talked during the show, which is kind of crazy.
There you go, Tom. It's in the chat.
Was it just for this show or this week?
It was only one show that he did.
Yeah,
it was the first show.
Shot Mindy XO went through, and
So we got Parasite with a 24.2%, Benjay with a 17.9%, Octane with 11%, and Dylan Attached with a 9.5. I, of course, 37, but I don't count. I don't count.
You run this shit.
Absolutely.
You don't count.
I don't count,
I guess
Duarte, I don't count. I can't count.
Listen, I'll take my 24%.
Chris, you talked for a quarter of the show, brother.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Absolutely. But
I got a lot to say, man.
It's what he gets paid to do.
And we love to hear, exactly. We love to hear you guys yap and talk. That's what it's all about. How you doing, Duarte? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Can't complain, bro. It was a great day at COD. I'm excited for the matches tomorrow and see who wins this whole thing.
Yeah, me too. The EWC has been great. Sam, are you feeling all right today? Talk to me, Sam. You doing okay over there?
I have no reason to be doing poor, man. I'm doing absolutely great, Tom.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm feeling on top of the world.
That's
Nothing
good.
wrong.
That's good, Sam. I'm actually really excited to get into the matches today.
Internally in anguish. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, guys, first up, Pat, before we get into it, what have been your thoughts about EWC? I think, obviously, delays aside, it's been pretty cool to watch some of these matches and watching people crush their keys. In my opinion, the more COD, the better, right? The more tournaments, the better. But I'm curious. I mean, we haven't really gotten your take on EWC, and we would love to know what you think so far about the tournament, some of the matchups that have been going on. I mean, what do you think, Pat? How you been?
Yeah.
You been watching?
Yeah. So first I'll start out because I haven't obviously been on the show since it was really a hot topic on Twitter. But I like the coaches on stage personally. I know there's been like criticisms of and I agree that communication nowadays is probably the last skill gap, but I don't think it's going to play as big of a difference in today's game. And I don't think we've seen a lot of it so far, but I'm always a fan of coaches getting involved and talking shit and being more animated. I mean, I think I've talked about that before. Players nowadays aren't as much as animated as they used to be. And I think it's just another element where we can hopefully get more entertainment from that. As far as the tournament, again, I think I said this last year. I don't know if the key crushing is going to catch on. I think it's a cool concept, but I don't know. For me, it just seems like it's a gimmick.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I like it personally.
But they moved it out to the crowd, at least for the COD event. Last year was behind stage. Now it's literally on the stage, so everybody's kind of getting into it. It's fun.
But as far as the matches go, I mean, dude. I hate single limb. I've always said that. Sam, I think you like single limb, or I don't know. I can't remember, but I hate single limb. So that's the one thing that I wish fucking changes and goes away entirely in Call of Duty. But group stage with open teams, I mean, dude, I think it's a fucking must. I don't know what we got to do for this to transition to, the normal format. But I think the biggest upside for me for EWC is the format. I think that goes for everybody, but I mean, dude, it's just nice seeing fucking upsets from AM teams. That is fucking exciting, even if they don't go far. And it gives guys, I mean, dude, fucking craze. Like, I mean, I know there was a lot of people saying that guy should have been in the league, but like, it gives opportunity, bro. And going back to what we talked about with challenger players before, like, if they don't have opportunity to show how good they are, then yeah, there will never be fucking talent to be shown. But like, it's clearly there. They just don't have the opportunity. I mean, bro, we get Merc in the league now. After he was in challengers for a year and no one knew about him. But like the guy, and it's gonna catch on, Sam. He is literally the legacy saver.
No, it's not.
So
not
yeah,
catching on,
for
man.
me, I'm glad to see more challenger teams just get the shot and get the play, and obviously have the opportunity to upset, and they do it because that's what it's all about with Call of Duty, bro. Call of Duty is not the game where oh, we're the best team on this day. Like it's a marathon, and it's just matches. And I think that's where you truly see the best team. So yeah, I mean, format's a dub. Time zone for me is an L. Obviously, that's why I missed the Thursday and Friday matches. But there's not much they can do about that because of where it's hosted. But so far it's been good. But yeah, man, that's kind of my synopsis. Sure. I will say I'm not surprised though to see, like, especially because of how short it has been since champs, that like we're seeing a lot of the same teams that dominated champs dominate here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't agree more with the whole open bracket. I mean, just I think you put it best. Like, the more opportunity, the better, bro. Right? Like, I mean, we want there needs to be a foundation where people can actually come up. There needs to be a pipeline where people can come up and actually make it into the pro league by through the challenger system. So, it's been cool to see, like, all these guys playing. And Craze, speaking of Craze, because you mentioned Craze's name, he's been fun to watch, bro. Even today, I know they lost, but he takes space really well. His awareness on the map and knowing when to speed up and slow down, like, he's a really good player. And somebody told me that apparently he came from studies subscriber rates. Like, that's where, like, people found him.
That's insane.
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, it's nuts, bro. So many players now, I feel like, are being found through, like, sub-8s or, like, through people's communities, which is really cool to see. I
feel like he's a guarantee to make the league now, right? Like,
he has
better be.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think that whole team would like all those guys should probably, like, find a spot somewhere. But I mean, realistically, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But
it just comes down to Mac and Reese, like, you know what I'm saying, finding, like,
yeah,
they're essentially role players at this point. Let's put Mac in that kind of superstar role that he was on for New York. But other than that, yeah.
It's just like, bro, the guy gets one opportunity, and then it's like, oh shit, this guy should be in the league.
Yeah. I mean, definitely Mamba as well. I mean, we talk about Crazy. Mamba's another one. I mean, we'll get into it, right? We're going to talk about these teams they played today. Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, I think people forget that, like, challengers nowadays is essentially like what pro teams are to a degree. It's just a lot of, like, ex-pros, right, that were in the CDL that dropped down mixed with, like, newer gen challenger talent. And, like, if you think about it, it's the same way that challenger players get put into the league, right? You would just say that the people in the league might just be better because they still retain their spots. But the challenger teams at the top are pro teams. They can compete with the pro teams. They might not beat Optic. They might not beat Thieves, Surge, whatever the hell you want to say. But, like, dude, we need more parity. We need more room for people to grow, and we need more spots because it's just more opportunity for everybody. Like, it gives people a chance to really spread their wings, man.
Yep.
And I think, speaking of more opportunity, Chris, Tom, we should talk about the Halo news, because I think it kind of also
for sure. I was going to get into that. I was going to bring that up. I do want to talk about Halo. So, Ben, why don't you break it down? Because apparently Halo's taking a break, and I don't know how long exactly the break is, but I know it's over a year, right? So, like, Ben, what's going on over there with Halo? Give everybody an update, kind of what's happening, because I know there's a lot of talent in Halo, and we might see some crossover here. Go ahead, Benjay.
Yeah, so yesterday, like, literally right after we recorded the show, there was an update via HCS. And basically, the announcement was that after this season of HCS, which ends in October with HCS champs, they are going to go on a hiatus as far as the Halo Championship Series. So Microsoft will still fund and support some smaller prize pools, probably at DreamHack and some other activity as kind of side stuff. But they're not really going to do a full HCS circuit until it seems like the new game coming out. And Pat, we were talking earlier, I think, from your estimate, you think that probably won't be till
28
or 27?
I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy if you ask me.
And I think holiday 27 is, like, best case scenario.
Yeah, but to your point, a lot of games have been getting pushed back. So I think Tom, like, there'll still be Halo events. They'll just be open to DreamHack, but you're not really going to have this deep rich circuit. So I could see a lot of those guys, especially some of the younger ones, thinking about maybe trying to take the swap over to COD and see if they can give it a go.
I mean, I really don't see why not, right? Like, they don't have anything else going on, right? So why sit on the sideline for a year when you can try and make something else work? And I already saw some players tweeting. I saw Legend tweet out already saying he's a free agent for Black Ops 7. Granted, it could have been a troll, but I don't know. It might have been also serious, right? So I really don't know. And who knows? Maybe Renegade will be on the Stallions next season. You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll get LA Thieves formal.
Legend was smoking illy in those 1v1s, right?
Yeah, he was. Legend was playing COD. He was playing, and Legend's like really like mechanically, he's like super talented. If he just gets some reps in COD and he has like somebody teach him and show him the ropes, I could definitely see some of these Halo guys crossing over and making the switch.
I think what you're good at any controller esport, like for the most part, you can make the transition to COD if you really like, put your mind to it, because they're really similar in fundamentals.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that before where Halo players try and make the switch, and sometimes it doesn't work out for them. But when you do find those anomalies, like, Hook, Formal, Shotzi, you could go Frosty, you could go down the list. I'm sure there's more, Ian, right? That nub. I mean, you find like those anomalies that are so good and that are such an impact. Like, listen, bro, I feel like there's a lot of talent in Challengers, in Halo, and I really do feel like they could come over to Challengers and make some noise. I do believe that. So I'm super curious to see like how the Halo players react to kind of this stuff and if they actually do make the switch and if they're serious about it. Because if I was them, I would do it.
I think though, what we've seen in the past is like the ones who come over and like don't try and team with Halo players. Like they don't need to come as a squad, right? They need to all come as individual players and try and get picked up on teams. That's like the only way it works, in my opinion. Like if you look back, all the ones who came as like Halo teams and they ended up fizzling out, but the ones who came and like took their own path obviously had the most success. And I think the other thing is how long they stick with it. And I think the fact that we're talking about Halo having like a year to 2 break, I think they have enough time to stick with it for a whole game. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Hold on, this Damon tweet. Listen.
Well, before you go, so Damon tweeted semis and finals coin flip for team pick. Are we drunk?
So
go ahead, Ben.
Well, I think what Damon's saying is that they should use. This is a bit of a controversial one. I'm curious to get his thoughts. What Damon's proposing, because I tweeted him, and then he's saying, we're the number 1 seed. He's saying that they should continue and carry over the seeding from champs. But I would argue that I don't know if that necessarily works here because it's not a CDL competition. You're using the CDL seedings to seed the groups, but then. Like it's a whole separate competition. So
wait,
that's my only thing. Like I see where Damon's coming from, but like I'll be honest. Like I don't know what he wants here. It's not a CDL competition.
Wait, hold on. Am I faded? Was champs not all like? I know this isn't champs, but like, was champs not coin flip always?
No, it's higher seed.
No, now, but I feel Sam, Chris, am I drunk? Like
I think the earlier ones were.
I feel like we coin flipped every series.
There was a lot of coin flips back in the day, but not. I think as time has gone on, it's gone more seeding.
I know for a fact World War II was coin flip. For
a lot of it was coin flip.
I don't even remember.
That's a skill gap, bro. I was godlike.
Yeah, it was who was the one in the CDL that's off? Oh, Brian Saint. That guy's like the worst coin flipper of all time.
I do remember the coin flips. They would do them by the playing stations in the back where he used to warm up. I remember them flipping the coins, and the ref would have his clipboard. Good times, man. Good times. The Columbus, Ohio studios flipping coins. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, Ben. Like, it's not a CDL tournament, right? So the seeding like doesn't really cross over. But I mean, I can see Damon's point as well. Like, they are the number 1, right? Like, they are the number 1 seed. They won champs. Like, it just like it's kind of fugazi in a way. But it kind of is what it is. I don't think they're going to change that, right? That's kind of chalked. I mean, how else would you do it? If there's another way you could do it, you guys have any other ideas in mind on how to do the seeding or like how to make it work?
Map count win percentage.
Yeah,
but that's so fugazi at that point.
Map percentage.
Yeah, because then it's
like
cool. Like, you have easier.
I mean, there's not really a great way of doing it.
Bro, I think coin flip is the best way. No bullshit. Like
Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
if there's not a set in stone seeding system for them to do it off of, it's the Ferris way, a literal 50-50.
Yeah.
What about a free for all?
Keep tweeting line at me. I'll take the
free for all.
What about a 1v1 free for all? First to 10. First to 10. We throw them in a free for all. First to 10, 1v1. Each team sends their best player out. Bada bang, bada boom. Winner comes out on top. And then you make the decision. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Why not? Any other thoughts on the Halo stuff? Any thoughts on the coin flip stuff? Any thoughts, guys, before we hop into these matches today? All right, absolutely. Sounds good. Let's hop into the first match of the day. We got the Team Heretics, the Miami Heretics, going up against the Boston Breach. This one ended in a 3-1 finish for Miami. It was actually Boston who came out on top in the Hacienda Hardpoint to start the series, 250 to 175. And then I thought we had that Boston that, we always say we don't know what Boston we're going to get. And I thought we had a good Boston today. But then after that first map, it did not look good. We got a 6-1 rewind victory for Miami, 3-0 in a control for Miami, and in the Skyline Hardpoint, 250 to 225. Miami win the next 3 maps and bounce the Boston Breach out of the tournament. We'll take a look here at the stat sheet, see what's going on. A 1.34 from Metals today against the Boston Breach. You had a 1.25 from Real, a 1.15 from Rencourt, and a 0.92 from Super. On the other side, the only one that's not negative is Cammy, and he's just even with a 1.0. You got Awakening with a 0.85, Purge with a 0.71, and Snoopy with a 0.89. We'll scroll down, take a look at the match MVP. Probably going to be Metals. Yes, it is. With a 1.15 in Hardpoint, a 6.5 in Search, and a 1.31 in Control. I mean, Chris, we'll start with you on this one. Metals had one of those fucking series, Chris, where he just randomly just pops off and is just the best player in the lobby. What did you think about the Miami Heretics today? How do you think they look? And give me your thoughts on the Boston Breach as well, Chris. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I think the Heretics have looked great, and I think Metals is just having himself a tournament. He played really good versus FaZe too. Rencourt, he's not slowing down. Real stepped up this match, and Super, it's fine. And his teammates got it done, but I mean, the whole team just still looks like they haven't skipped a beat going from champs to now, and they look like they're in position to potentially take the tournament if they can get through Optic tomorrow. But that's going to be a tough task for them. But they look good, man. I love this team. Big fan of the team, and I just hope they do well tomorrow. As for the Boston Breach, I mean, dude, it's the same shit. It's fucking musical chairs of who's going to shit the bed. Like it really is with this team. They got to blow it up. I mean, I don't really have many more thoughts with Boston because we've talked about them all season. They've had their highs, they've had their lows. They got a great placing at champs, and I commend them for it. But ultimately, this is not a sustainable team, and they're going to have to figure it the fuck out. And I truthfully don't know where they're going to go with this project at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think the Boston Breach has some roster changes in their future. But here's the question, Pat. We'll go to you. Does Boston Breach actually make a change, or do they decide to stay together because they feel like they have that potential? What do you think, Pat?
I mean, dude, I think I said this on the Champs show. Like, third for them was the worst fucking scenario ever. Because this team is not a third place team. Like, they got some gritty Neslo wins. It was impressive, but like, the team has to change, bro. It just has to change. I don't know what Ben's making a stank face for. This team has to fucking change.
I love Ben's stank face, man.
Like, there's no argument. They need to upgrade. They need to upgrade.
They were always going to upgrade after this tournament. What, you think they were going to stick?
I mean,
you think they were going to stick after this
I think
tournament?
Pat's saying going into EWC.
Bro, I'm saying yeah. But even before that, we've known they should change.
I think all season that team is overperformed. I don't know why you would upset the apple cart up there because they've consistently performed above their ability at LAN. I think getting to bracket here and unfortunately resulted in them playing Heretics getting top 8 is like, bro, I think you look back at this Boston season and this was like a pretty good result for them. And I think some of these guys may get into better situations. Persia's stock has gone way up this season. Zoom stock's got way up this season. It was a great season. I don't really think there's much you can complain about on that front if you're like a Boston fan. I think you're just trying to be a hater, to be honest.
Bro, I just zoned out. What the fuck has Ben talking about? Ben, Tom asked me a question. He said, what do I think Boston Breach is going to do? And I said, well, they should have already changed, but they're absolutely going to change. And then you're coming out, I just think you're being a hater. What? Am I fucking faded?
Yeah, because they should not have changed after champs.
Bro,
they've been like
they just got top 8. So yeah, they should have.
Yeah. You think Atlanta FaZe should have changed after champs?
Atlanta FaZe is a different story, but Ben, you've been calling Atlanta FaZe to change for years, and they won 2 events right after you told them to change.
Who got worse placing in champs than Boston should change?
No, but LA Thieves and FaZe aren't comparable to Boston fucking Breach. How are we even making this comparison? One team is a fucking stacked talent roster.
Yeah,
no, both teams. And Boston Breach is like a dark horse team that was getting Neslo wins to get top 3 in the shittiest champs format of all time. Bro, Boston needs to change. They should have changed earlier in the year, no doubt about it. They obviously performed better than anyone thought they would. I credit that to Doug Spencer Martin, as I've done countless times on this show, the best GM in the league right now. But yeah, this team is not good enough as is to continue to compete in the league. They have to change.
I think, look, bro, I just think the downside if you were to change after champs is like you just kind of upset the apple cart of a unit that like is consistently punching above their weight, and then maybe you just get a full on crash out of your groups. Like
I don't know. I've never
problem
seen
with
the
Boston
difference of
sticking
8 and
coming into
12,
this.
bro. 8 and 12, like same shit to me.
It is what it is.
What the
though.
fuck
They're
is
not-
an
your
apple
ceiling is?
card?
Bro, by the way, Pat, just FYI,
is that?
FYI, going into this matchup, Miami had not beat them all season. Just FYI, like this is Miami's first win against Boston.
Yeah, but like, how many times did they play? Which events? Like that.
Played 5
Damn,
times.
and they beat
Neslo's.
them at fucking champs like literally 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Bro, we just talked about that. They had a lot of gritty fucking Neslo game 5
and
round
you should,
11s.
You should
like,
believe in that team's ability to keep punching above their
no.
weight.
If you believe in think that you're going to consistently perform winning game 5 round 11s, you're fucking drunk.
it's all good because I think you probably watch a handful of Boston series. It's all good that you don't know Boston.
I watch all of Boston series because I have, like I've said, Doug Simpson Martin is the best GM in the league.
Oh shit! No, we're
Let's move
glazing
on.
Doug now.
I do-
Okay.
No one has done more with.
And if
less.
we're trusting Doug, why don't we trust the process? Why are you asking for a change then? Why you're
There's
not trusting Doug?
there's politics involved. You can't say Doug doesn't want
Doug's
changes.
A cop-out answer.
Wait, what do you
If
mean?
you trust Doug, you
I
should
missed
trust
that.
the team.
Wait, we've seen this with all teams in the past. Like, just because fucking the team owners and GMs think that changes need to be made, like, bro, players have friendship problems. We saw it with Toronto Ultra just recently. Like, why is Insight on the roster? We've seen it before.
He played good today,
He
Pat.
played good. He
comparison.
did
He played
good
great
today.
today.
He'll always. I mean, bro, he's a
Yeah,
CDL caliber player. He'll always
Played
have
great
good
today.
series, but that doesn't mean he's not an upgradable option.
Sam, I wanted to go to you on your thoughts about Boston and what do you think, right? Because Boston, Sam, I feel like they had like their ups and downs, like their ceiling's really high. You just never know if they're going to hit that ceiling. And I do agree with Ben that Purge's stock has definitely raised a lot through this year. Which, guys, I don't know if you guys remember Purge's stock before this whole stint, but it was probably not that good. Especially with the whole thing with Vegas, and then Purge went through his moments where it just wasn't looking too hot, and a lot of people were on his ass. But what do you think, Sam? What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, I've been pretty critical of Boston as a whole as a team. I just keep comparing them to LAG last year, just overperforming consistent top 6 for a team that's otherwise underwhelming. I think the top 3 was definitely the highlight of the season for them, and of course they're going to make changes. I don't think that there's a world in which this team continues, but I think the Purge thing's a great point. I think Snoopy also took a lot of steps forward, similar to obviously not the level that Kyler did, but I think in the same regard. Just the mechanical skill was always there, but I think his decision making was always relatively subpar. And this year, I think he's made some strides in that category. So I think there's like individual pieces here that you could be happy about, but I mean, it's the inconsistency in the ARs. It's the same story with these guys. They're horrible at hardpoint.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're also sticking around next year. We haven't talked about that. They have confirmed that they are coming back next season as well. They put out a tweet today.
As an org,
Yeah, as an org. So they'll be back next season. But yeah, I mean, I don't expect this team to continue, but they have good pieces here. I mean, I'm happy for the players themselves and what they've been able to do individually.
Mm-hmm. And then on the other side with Miami, I mean, I think really highly these guys are. They look really good right now. I mean, if Metals is playing like this at all times, bro, this team is going to be tough to beat. Because you know what you're getting out of Real, you know what you're getting from Rencor. I feel like Super's kind of like the brains of the team, kind of like the gap filler of the team. If Metals is playing like this, these guys are gonna be tough. I mean, I could see them making a run. I really can. And maybe
Spanish Nero, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, anytime your worst player is playing the best on a team, then the team's gonna be problematic.
Yeah, but
sure.
Metals, like his ceiling is higher than other players on a team. Like when he's playing like at his best, I feel like his ceiling is insane. I mean, that could just be me, but just the way that he plays, it's just he's an impact. You know what I mean, Pat? Like he's kind of like the entry fragger for him. He's kind of like the face smash guy. So if he's doing well, it makes everything
he's winning
easier.
his ones. It's a different game.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Any other final thoughts, guys? You guys have any other thoughts on the series? Boston obviously get bounced. We'll see what's going on with Boston. What did they get? What did they finish? Top 6?
Top 8.
Top 8? Boston, we'll see what happens, right? We're expecting some Rostermania here, so we'll see if there's any news from Boston anytime in the near future, or they stay together. Who knows, right? So any other final thoughts, guys, on Miami, Boston?
They're going to get, I think Purge and Snoopy are going to get like other offers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that team's going to break
Any
apart.
idea,
It is
Ben,
what
what
it
the
is.
contract situation is looking like over there?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I assume Snoopy didn't re-sign a new deal, so I don't know if he's a full free agent.
This is Purge's first year here too, so
Yeah, and
I don't know
everybody
about
else, I think, would have signed after. There's a bit of a weird one. I don't know if those players that signed after champs last year signed a one or a multi-year deal. That's a bit of a, you know what I'm saying?
When you say they're going to get offers, though, I mean, like, what's the difference of them sticking and building that whatever that team is on the breach? Like, I don't see a world where breach can't just field the competitive team.
Well, that's a
I don't feel like
question
there's
of,
that
like-
many other orgs that are like spending money that are going to have the players that these guys want to team with. I feel like they have their, an equal option to bring those same players to Boston.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Vancouver or, one of these teams that I think are a little bit tier up on Boston, Vancouver, for example, when some of their players maybe move on, their spots backfilling or replacing. It just kind of depends on, I think for Boston, just the situations above them to see kind of what happens there, as you know, with Rostermania.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next, but let's move on to the next series of the day. We have the Vancouver Surge going up against FiveFears, the team coming through from Challengers. They did not qualify for UWC, but they did get their spot from Carolina backing out, and unfortunately for them, this is where the road ends. Vancouver Surge with a clean 3-0 wipe here against FiveFears. 250 to 164 in the Vault Hardpoint, 6-1 in the Dealership Search, and 3-2 in the Protocol Control. This one wasn't even close. We'll scroll down and take a look at a stat sheet. The only one positive for FiveFears was Exceed with a 1.08. But his teammates Fire with a 0.8, Hixie with a 0.76, Capsule with a 0.77. On the other side, everybody in the green. You had a Booza with a 1.35 today. You had a 04 with a 1.18. He kept saying he was going to blitz everybody today. I mean, this guy's an animal. You got a 1.19 from Nasty, a 1.03 from Neptune. Scroll down, take a look at the match MVP. It's going to be a Booza with a 1.32 in Hardpoint, a 1.17 in Search, and a 1.43 in Control. Great series coming in from Abuza. Me personally, I kind of expected this. I felt like FiveFears, they played some CDL teams. They took down 2 CDL teams, and I think it's something to be proud of. And especially with them, I know Exceed talked about it in the interview, but they didn't have a lot of practice. They had limited practice with Capsule. And of course, they kind of came in last second. And for them to take down 2 CDL teams, I think is something to be proud of, especially, not really having the same practice as these teams had throughout the year. So, it was cool to see, but I mean, going up against Vancouver Surge, at least in my opinion, I said this yesterday, it's just a different ball game, right? There's different tiers to this CDL team or to these CDL teams, and Vancouver Surge is just at the top of those tier, right? Like they're just an insane team, and I feel like they kind of felt that presence today, going up against them. And before I send it to anybody, I do want to say Neptune is literally insane. That guy is gross. The plays that guy makes on the map is nuts. Them picking up Neptune was probably one of the best roster changes you could have made this year. Obviously Merc was probably the number 1, but I mean Neptune for me has got to be up there as that maybe number 2 because he's been absolutely nuts. But I want to go down the list. Sam, we'll start with you. Vancouver Surge, they take down FiveFears. Pretty expected, no, Sam? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to add on top of what you said. This series is pretty routine. I'm happy for FiveFears. They got 2 really quality wins with basically no practice, like you said, but you're coming into basically almost a guaranteed grand finalist at this point. I had no faith in FiveFears, and that's not a knock to them. It's just more of a tip of the hat towards Vancouver. I mean, they're just one of the most consistent teams we have in our league, and they're fucking disgusting. So, unfortunate expected result, but I mean, if I'm FiveFears, I'm still ecstatic. I came to Saudi. I made good cash, made bracket, overperformed.
Yeah.
Best case.
Like, it's great for their name, too. I mean, it's just like, those are good reps, bro. Like, I feel like it raises their stocks as players, and it was a good opportunity for them to kind of showcase themselves, and they did that. But what about you, Duarte? What were your thoughts on the series?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for sure, FiveFears, they ran into a brick wall. But at the end of the day, I mean, you can't be too mad about it. I think they made like 20K each or some shit like that. So that's
Damn.
pretty good money. And then on top of that, I think Exceed's going to be looking for a little bit more respect on his name. I think he had a good event. He played pretty well, and he was running an AR, and he said he's been running the wrong gun the whole time on Twitter. So yeah, he looked like a pretty good AR out there. Fire had a couple of standout moments yesterday, and even Hixie and Capsule all had their time to shine. But yeah, Vancouver, I said it yesterday, they were just gonna, like, they're playing the AM killers, bro. Like 04 won his first challenger event. Neptune looked insane this year. Like, they all came from that sort of circle, and they were at the top of it. So results as expected. They look great. Surge hasn't skipped a beat.
A little bit of a haymaker.
They
on the
get
timeline.
$20K each for 8.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Is it 20K each or is it 20K
Yeah.
total? He said 20K each. Hixie said it in the interview.
Man, they're giving away money out there.
Yeah, no, they're going
Yeah,
crazy.
5K just for showing up at.
Neptune tweeted, "I fear I've blitzed too hard this weekend. What have I done?" And then somebody responded to him and said, "They finna call you a snaker forever now, and you are so unbothered. I love that." And Neptune responded, he said, "Ghosty should have deleted the tweets. I take my losses on the chin like a man." Ooh, man.
What's the beef? I'm out of
Because
the loop here.
Dan was chirping him. Go ahead, Sam. Why don't you explain it?
Dan said that Vancouver was breaking GAs every single map in their series, and he went on like a 30-second monologue between maps 4 and 5, cooking them, and then went on Twitter and started cooking them again. So
Yeah. So there's a little bit of drama with GAs, Pat. You know how these GAs go, Pat, right? We talk about, Pat, don't we talk about this all the time? Eventually, when it matters and there's money on the line, people might be breaking GAs. In this situation, I don't even...
2019 plus is a bit different era.
Yeah.
The GA era.
I don't even know if Neptune even broke any GAs. I don't think Neptune broke any GAs personally. I think the one thing we looked at yesterday was maybe him like laying down behind the desk and like popping up. But I mean, bro, when I look at GAs, I'm mainly looking at snaking. I didn't see any snaking personally, but I mean, who knows, right? I don't know. Maybe Dan saw some we didn't, because Dan said
the VAR?
I mean, Dan said there was a lot of shit that happened off street, like shit that we just didn't see. It wasn't being broadcasted. We just didn't see it. But I mean, you know, it's kind of just like a he said, she said type of thing, right? So who the fuck knows? I think that's always going to be a thing. As long as there's GAs, there'll always be some controversy with GAs. Always. I mean, especially with a lot of money on the line. Heat of the moment, people might do shit by accident. People might do shit on purpose. I mean, you just don't know the intentions. And yeah, it just be like that. So who knows? Who knows what actually happened? But in my opinion, Vancouver Surge is winning that regardless. Thieves are getting shit on. So I don't think it really mattered, personally. Sam, do you agree, Sam? Because those are your boys. And
yeah, I agree with him.
Absolutely. All right, let's go on to the next guy. Ben, let's go over to you. Vancouver Surge, they take down FiveFears. What were your thoughts, Ben, about Vancouver FiveFears? Go ahead.
I think, it was a good effort from FiveFears this weekend. I think Chris touched on it. Exceed actually had a pretty good event. I think he was struggled in control, but I think he was above a 1 KD in both Destiny and Hardpoint this weekend. I'd have to double check, but I think he played pretty good. And I think for these FiveFear guys, like getting out of group, showing they had is, maybe they can parlay that into a league spot or a really good team for next year. We'll see. I think on the Vancouver side, is just kind of continuing to kind of run. I think, we'll talk about Toronto in a sec. I think they have a very good chance to get back to another final, and maybe Surge don't go 0-4 in finals this year. Maybe. We'll see. What about you, Pat? FiveFears, they made a little bit of a run, Pat, taking down 2 CDL teams, fell short to Vancouver, but, something to be proud of. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was impressive. I mean, the thing that I'm looking at, like when I see them losing win round 1 after having an impressive group stage, it's like, damn, like I would love to see these guys hit loser round 1 and see what they could do. But that doesn't exist.
Neptune.
But yeah.
Neptune's in the chat. He said, in DMs, Ghosty said I didn't snake, and he went to do an interview and stood on business. So Dan just didn't give a fuck.
Wait, is he saying he just lied?
I don't know. I guess that maybe Neptune's trying to talk to him about it. And maybe Dan just doesn't give a fuck. I have no idea.
Dan's just being salty, bro.
Who's 0-4 calling Gramps in the chat?
I don't know. He said fucking Grams. Who is 0-4 talking to?
Who are you doing?
He's talking to you. He might be talking to you, Benjay.
I didn't. What? I
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but you said but you're talking about going 0-4 in the finals, bro. Like,
oh shit! I didn't even realize. Oh no! I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he's talking about you, man. Oh no!
0-4, 0-4, bro. Oh, come on, man.
Generational term.
Mm-hmm. But what about Pat? You have anything else on FiveFears in Vancouver?
No, I mean, I kind of agree with all of you. Like, I don't mind Surge making the run here. If they get to another grand final, bro, they gotta show me something. I wouldn't mind them in a grand final, though. I think they're a great team, and I think they'll put up a good fight.
If Nasty gets another second in Saudi, bro, like that's gotta hurt. That's 2 in a row.
He was on Thieves last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see Exceed in the chat. What he said? Call me AR XBs. I'll be back real soon. But what is this guy talking about, bro? Exceed, what are you on about, brother? Exceed, good job this weekend, bro. Way to keep the gas pedal down,
Not
bro.
bad for the Burger King.
Not bad, Exceed. Not bad at all, bro. That's good work for me, brother. All right, if we don't have any more final thoughts, we'll go on to the next one. Unless anybody else.
I got a question for y'all.
Yep.
From this team, do y'all think any of them get looked at?
Exceeds team?
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately,
Sadly enough.
Probably
There's just not enough spots. There's too
There's
many other
more
people
spots,
that are
maybe.
looking.
I would say the wild card is what is Vios and the boys thinking of LAJ. That's the one spot.
No,
There's not enough spots.
Challengers. You
No.
never know, bro. You never know.
No.
No.
Unfortunately, love the guys on there though.
All right, you guys ready to move on?
Yep.
All right, let's move on to the third series of the day. We got Toronto Movistar KOI going up against OMIT. This one ended in a 3-0. OMIT, obviously another challengers team, made the run this weekend. But yeah, Toronto was just a different ball game, right? Just top of the CDL. I actually thought OMIT was going to put up a better fight than this just by the way that they looked all weekend because they just looked incredible. Obviously, they took down FaZe. That's not saying much right now, granted how FaZe has been playing. But, I mean, to come in and take down a couple challenge CDL teams, I thought they were actually going to put up a fight here and actually make it a series.
What teams they take down, Tom? Let us remind
I
us.
don't know. I watched someone's Chicago. I got to look at the pools.
FaZe,
Who did
Pat,
they
they
beat?
knocked FaZe out of the tournament.
Who? Yeah, I already said FaZe. Who were the other ones they knocked out? I don't even. Do you guys remember?
There was no other.
No. But they beat teams in pool. Did they beat anybody else in
Like
pool?
P7.
P7. That's who it was. Oh, yeah, it was just
Brooklyn,
P7.
they've
Yeah,
beaten
yeah,
up
yeah.
like
That's all it
other
was.
times before that.
Yeah. The OMIT on OMIT action. By the way, if you guys didn't know, P7's the other OMIT team. So there was two OMIT teams. Rafi just had to change one of the names because they weren't allowed to have two teams. So Rafi doing phenomenal work over there. But Volt Hardpoint, KOI come out 250 to 144. Protocol S&D goes to a round 11. KOI closed that one out 6-5. I think Kleenex almost had an ace in that last round there. And then Volt Control 3-1. Really, really comfortable here for Toronto. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. You got a .89 from Abe, a .92 from Kleenex, a 1.44 from Jamie Insight today, and a 1.55 from Joe DeCease. Man, he was unreal today. That first map was insane. Then on the other side, you had Craze with a 1.02, but he was the only one positive. Mac had a .83, Mamba with a .82, and Reese Vivid with a .76. They struggle to get kills here today against Toronto. We'll scroll down and take a look at that match MVP. Doesn't surprise me. It's Joe DeCease with a 2.05 in Hardpoint, a 1.0 in Search, and a 1.24 in Control. That first map for Joe DeCease was insane. He ended off 43 and 21. There was a period where I think he had like 25 kills and nobody on his team had double digits yet. Like, it was actually insane. So Joe DeCease letting it sing here in the series. Again, this is just one of those things where I think it was a little bit of a mismatch. I think Toronto was just kind of a step ahead of OMIT, at least in game. It just seemed like they just had more reps and it's more slang power, to be honest with you. I thought OMIT struggled to get kills in this series. But we'll go to you, Chris. We'll start with you on this one. OMIT, they fell a little bit short, Chris. I know this is a really good team. They found a lot of success in challengers. But, what do you think about this roster? What did you think about them this weekend? And what did you think about the series?
I think they look great. It's just unfortunate that they just kind of showed up a little flat. I think Mac was one of their star players this weekend, and he just didn't have a good series whatsoever. I think they really could have taken that Protocol S&D, but ultimately they fumbled a couple rounds, giving up a lot of first bloods or overextending on certain plays, and it bit them in the ass. I mean, Toronto's a different beast in comparison to some of the other teams that they played outside of FaZe, I guess. But we know how they've been playing lately. But as for KOI, bro, I mean, shout out to Insight because I've been harping on Insight a little bit in his play style. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, that guy's still a shooter and he's still a great player. I'm just not really sure where he goes when it comes to like playing the top teams. But against this team, he showed up.
Wait,
then
hold on real quick, Chris. I want to add to that. Like, we talk about Insight's play style a lot. Bro, I've always thought this. Like, someone that plays like Insight always fries challenger players.
he's so disciplined.
Bro, like, his play style, I feel like is always just gonna fucking be.
He's just a smart player too.
The counter for challenger players. But I think that's why we see him kind of like not play so well against the top teams. But like, challenger players just running around a little bit more reckless. Like, their play style, I feel like Insight always.
Yeah, definitely. I could see that. But also, I mean, dude, we can't talk about Joe. Dude, Joe, this series was insane. That first map was wild, bro. It literally looked like he had aimbot. Like, I was talking to my chat and I was like, why is this gun aiming faster than everybody's? I was mind blown.
Yeah, and Abe is such a perfect duo.
Bro.
Abe is literally his perfect duo as well. He's literally the perfect person to pair with Joe DeCease.
Yeah, I still want to see more because, like, I mean, I'm not trying to like hate on OMIT yet, but like, we need to see KOI against Surge. We need to see KOI against, Optic, Heretics, like FaZe, Thieves. Like, Abe, he had a really good series. I think yesterday he had one, and like, even though the stats don't show it, I do like his play style, and I think it helps his team. But at the same time, Kleenex was so similar in that aspect, right? And now they just transitioned Kleenex to a role that he's maybe not used to. So, like I said, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go moving forward, but I like it for now, and I like the energy Abe brings. If you see him, he's very animated.
Oh yeah.
So I think it helps him a lot with just having morale and stuff like that. I know the kid. He's a good dude. He's always going to like keep his head in the game. He's not going to get down on himself. So I like the team. Just still hesitating.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I do want to go over to a Mamba tweet real quick. Mamba tweeted after the series today. He said, found out a couple days before the event that my pops had 2 small heart attacks and was admitted to the ER to have heart surgery and procedures. So bummed out I didn't make it farther for him. Really wanted to win it all. Tried to stay composed for the team and do it for him, but came up short. Definitely want to show some love to Mamba because that is not easy to deal with, right? I mean, if his pops is going through something and to stay focused and to be locked into the game like that and to make the run that they did, is incredible, man. And Mamba's obviously been making noise in challengers. He made noise this weekend. I feel like he made a name for himself this weekend. I mean, I've been seeing what Mamba's been doing all year long, and we've been bantering a lot, and it's been fun to see how much he's evolved as a player. So I'm proud of Mamba, man. I'm proud of this guy, bro. And he should keep his head up because he made a run. So I'm sure his pops is very proud of him. But to stay focused like that when he's going through something like that, very, very difficult, man. So, hearts out to Mamba. Hope everything's all right. Yeah, man. Hey, anybody want to say anything about Mamba? I thought Mamba was great this weekend, bro. He made a name for himself, bro. Everybody's like, yo, this Mamba guy's nasty. I'm like, yeah, he's been shitting all year in challengers. It's really good.
He'll have a couple job opportunities in a little while here.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
For sure. But shout out to Mamba. Shout out to Cray. Shout out to all these guys that have been making noise over at OMIT. I mean, Ben, you got any thoughts on these OMIT guys? Or the new Toronto with KOI?
I think Toronto played great today. I'm excited to see them score against Vancouver. Like they, if it clicks, maybe they make their first final of the year. And then on the OMIT side, I think potentially all 4 of these guys could get a look. I think Reese and Mac played really well in most of this tournament, and they are, slotting well as role players in the right situations. And as for Mamba and Craze, I think they're up and coming in talent. They clearly have a really good concept of how to play their lives, how to play ratty, master the movement, and I think they'll definitely get a lot of opportunities on some teams going forward.
Yeah, for sure. Pat, anybody else got anything to say about the new KOI, maybe OMIT? Got
I
any other
fucking
thoughts?
hate that name, bro.
It's weird to say. It's just weird saying it. I can't get used. Toronto Ultra just rolled, man. It was so easy to say. Now Toronto Movistar KOI is just not. It's not rolling. It's not rolling off the tongue right. You know what I mean? But yeah, any final thoughts, Pat?
I mean, I want to see Joe Thieves go further.
Yeah, you want to see him against top talent, against maybe some top teams.
I wouldn't mind
top
a
teams.
fucking Movistar KOI versus Optic Heretic final with Jaw.
Yeah, Toronto get back for the Merc thing. It would be a pretty funny storyline, honestly.
Dude, if they played in a final and won that, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. It just sets up so weird for an end of a season, man. That'd
be good.
Yeah. All right.
Also, just randomly, going back to the early day beef of this year. I mean, Ultra didn't win any tournaments, but it's kind of crazy to see how KOI/Ultra has performed towards the tail end of the year, over Thieves, because I think we're about to talk about them soon as well. Mm-hmm. How much better they've been doing.
Placements for not winning?
No. But
events.
I know. But it's kind of crazy how much better they're doing at the end of the year. It's just weird.
Yeah, I mean,
lots of storylines, bro.
Any other thoughts, guys? Any other thoughts on that series before we move on to the last series of the day, and then we'll take a look at the matchups tomorrow and give our thoughts about the matchups. But any other final thoughts with KOI or OMIT? All right, let's move on. We got the last series of the day. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. We got Optic Gaming going up against 100 Thieves. Man, I've been loving seeing the original organization names like FaZe Clan, Optic Gaming, 100 Thieves. I've been loving seeing that shit this weekend. It's bringing the nostalgia back. But Optic Gaming, getting a 3-1 victory over the 100 Thieves here. Started things out on Skyline Hardpoint. It was 250 to 116 on the Skyline Hardpoint. I mean, that one wasn't even close. Then we go into a search and destroy. Thieves were able to bounce back and win that one 6-4. Hacienda Control. We know Optic's been so strong there. They win that one 3-0. And then we go into a rewind hardpoint where Optic were able to close it out. Just like COD Champs, rewind hardpoint, 250 to 193, which I don't know how the vetoes went down, but I just feel like this map set kind of favored Optic a little bit. I don't know if you guys agree, but we'll scroll down here, take a look here at the stat sheet. We got a 1.29 from Dashi, a 0.92 from Hook, a 1.33 from Mercules, and a 0.96 from Shotzi. So the AR is going crazy for Optic Gaming. And then on the other side, you had a 1.05 from Scrap, a 1.04 from Hydra. You had a 0.8 from Dan Ghosty and a 0.67 from Dylan Envoy. Man, did Dan and Dylan struggle this week, and they had a rough time getting kills this weekend. We'll scroll down, take a look. Match MVP is probably going to be Merc. I'm not signed in. I don't know who it is, but I'm guessing that it's Mercules because he was unreal. And he went nuts. I mean, a 1.33. Dashi had the most damage in the lobby. I mean, the ARs for Optic just went crazy. Sam, I do want to go to you. These are your boys. Obviously, I had to watch FaZe get their key crushed yesterday. Today, you had to watch Thieves get their key crushed by Shotzi. I mean, what's going through your head?
Company, man.
Yeah, exactly, Sam. Exactly. Look at us, Sam. Look at us. You know what I mean?
Going through my head?
Yeah, it's going through your head, Sam. What are your thoughts?
We got to band together and get these guys out of here, bro. We got to do some sort of fusion technology. We got to get these green wallers away from here, man. Nah, in all seriousness, though, I mean, it was just the end of the year fucking collapse out of LAT or 100 Thieves here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dill had maybe one of the worst tournaments I've ever seen him have statistically, and same with Dan. I mean, it was just not only a full team collapse to end the season, but individually they just really didn't show up to play. Optic, they looked great today. I mean, they look like they haven't skipped a beat since champs. I wasn't really expecting anything in the bracket. If you guys remember to the pool play show, I mean, Thieves they didn't give me anything convincing or any hope at all with the way that they've been playing. I can't really pinpoint like a reasoning that they just look like this, but I mean, other than obviously the scoreboard, but I mean, they just had a complete regression as a team. Obviously fucking blows if you're a Thieves fan like myself, but I mean, hats off to Optic. They absolutely slammed them.
Yeah, Optic had an incredible series. I mean, they've been playing just incredible COD. They are 23-4 in their last 27 maps, which is kind of crazy. I mean, can we get a 4-23 spam in the chat? I mean, they did the same shit, but the opposite. You know what I mean? Which is interesting. I swear, I don't know what it is, but 4-23, I just keep seeing it. I keep hearing about it. There's just so many coincidences. It's nuts. But what about you, Chris? What'd you think of the series? This is Scrap after the series, just kind of telling everybody what's going on. Actually, before you go, Chris, let me read it out for the audio listeners.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scrappy said, I really don't understand what happened to us the last month of the game. All I want is to win these big tournaments, but it felt like I haven't even gave myself a chance to. Shout out to my teammates, coaches, and everyone who's been a part of this journey. Love y'all. I mean, it's obviously this is not how Ernie wanted to close out the year. People are saying scroll down. Did he say something? Check his replies. Did Ernie say something here?
I think it's the CDL hater one.
He might have deleted his reply to CDL hater.
Get rid of that bum Envoy. It's not you. That kid has, and then Scrappy said that kid has won more than most players could ever dream of. You're a peasant behind a phone screen. Jesus, man. Ernie, man. Ernie letting it
That's
fly.
not wrong. Scratch not wrong.
Hey,
Called him a peasant.
Ernie's funny,
That's
man.
funny.
Ernie's funny. But yeah, go ahead, Duarte. What are your thoughts on the series, Chris? I'll pull the stats back up for you. I mean, give us your thoughts, Chris.
I was gonna say that the Optic ARs are unbelievable. I think at least in that last hard point, I thought Thieves were gonna push the map 5. They started out really hot, but Mercules ended up bringing them back into that, and so did Dashi. They turned up to a whole new level, but I just don't understand what happened to this Thieves team. Just like even with the FaZe situation, they went from being one of the best control team to just being kind of mid at it. They lost this weekend to LAG. They got reverse swept in that control, and then this one did not look clean at all.
They lost this one.
Yeah, they just did not look good in the game mode. So it's unfortunate, but I mean, I feel bad. I'm still gonna say I feel bad for Scrap. That kid's unreal, and on top of that, the last couple of years, he's just gotten so close. He's like just bombed out, not bombed out, but he's lost these tournaments and in some movie cinema ways, bro. It's just, it sucks to see. I don't know where this team is going to go, but it's really unfortunate for him because he just has the potential to win so much more than he has. But as for Optic, I mean, dude, their turnaround has got to be studied for years, bro. Like what they were able to do with just adding one player realistically onto this team is insane. And Merc deserves all that credit, bro. And Dashy's even elevated his gameplay this year. They just look fantastic. Like they look polished in every game mode, and their hard point is the best in the league. It's absurd.
Yeah, chat. Let me know what the Twitter handle is for Optic Comms. I actually have no. I'm trying to find it. I can't even find it. But
Is it just? I think EWC tweeted it out.
Oh, EWC tweeted it out.
EWC extra, but
okay, I'll take a look. Benjay, what'd you think of the series, Benjay? What'd you think?
Yeah, I think from my thoughts, obviously Optic look in flow. They look like the best team, and they're gonna get a nice square against Miami, a matchup we wanted to see at the last tournament. And we didn't get in this one. I think whoever wins that one, I think likely will win the tournament. On the Thieves side, man, I mean, obviously Scrap mentioned it. It sounded like the practice going to champs wasn't that great. That's what I've heard behind the scenes as well. It's kind of hard when you watch them play. It just seems like whatever's wrong with their system, Dill and Dan are having a hard time, especially in respawns, just from a slaying impact. And that was always kind of a little bit at times a concern with this team. I know Dill last year in the middle of the year really slumped and then kind of played better at the end of the year. And we've talked a lot about Dan and kind of clutch series, big series, and kind of his performances. And I just think if you're Thieves and you guys can consider the run here for Optic, the run here for Miami, I think Pack-a-Punch is the option. And we'll see what they do with Dill and Dan. The one thing I will say on the Rostermania front is, does anyone know, what is Dan's contract situation? Is he on a 1+1 or did he sign a bigger deal?
I don't know what anyone's deals are. I just go based on when they join the team, and a 1+1. I have no clue otherwise.
Someone knows Dan's situation. Let us know because I don't know what the deal is.
He re-signed last year, but I don't know if it's a 1+1 or not.
I thought the whole team was locked up in a 1+1. I thought it was all four of them.
I mean, Matt made a comment on stream a couple months ago saying the team was signed through 2026. So
I'm not gonna lie, unless they get like Simp or something, like I think these guys just need to stick it out, bro. I think Scrappy's been like with like almost a damn near different roster like every single year, and like he just needs to stick it out and try to fine tune stuff because I think they had great majors and I think they showed potential in a lot of the matches even when they crashed out. But just stick it out for another year.
The tough thing is just if FaZe just implodes and you think about the talent on Vancouver.
Yeah. I'm saying if like unless they can get Simp, bro, like I don't think
it's gonna matter though. I don't necessarily think that matters as much as you're implying it does.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, he's had a different roster every year, but like that's not that big of a deal. I feel like he still had super talented teams. Even if he gets another super talented team next year, like whether they've been together 1 year or 6 months is fine.
Yeah, I think like you look at like FaZe and they stuck around for such a long time and had so much success. Granted, I mean it might be the end of it now, but even Optic with like their duo with Shotzi and Dashy, it's like you just got to create a foundation, bro, and work on it.
Yeah, he's got it. Him and Hydra, that's the foundation.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm telling you, Chris, statistically, Dan and Dill by this year have not played well enough that I think their spots are 100% locked. So I think unfortunately,
I'm not saying they're locked. I'm saying unless they can get like Simp or something. Or sell,
I mean, bro, but I would go even farther and say is like if you could get like, you know, a Miami or a Vancouver player, you think about it. I just think they need to sit down and take some time this week, and think about what is the best comp that they can square against Optic, and that's just kind of how it goes. If it means that one or two of those players go, it's a business, bro. I know you set out to make this super team, but it seems like ego might have gotten in the way of them realizing that potential, and now you got to try and reload.
And Nate's got to get on the wire. We got Dan, an Envoy, and 3 first. Give me Cell and Simp.
3 first.
3 first.
3 first. Yeah.
Investing in the future.
Listen, bro, how you going to get Simp? He's on a contract.
We had a
3
case
first.
name later.
Listen, Tom, we got to drop this contract shit. You and me, we're gonna go to a back room. We're gonna make a shady deal. We're gonna make these teams work, and we're gonna take down the green wall. You and me.
No, I'm just saying. Well, first of all,
we're
Sam,
going
absolutely.
to Paparados.
I'm down. We'll meet in my office. We'll talk.
We're gonna take them out.
I'm down. But
I went 12. Like,
0-12. Paparazzo, absolutely. But I do want to say something. It's gonna be weird. Say they do want to play with each other. Say Hydra and Scrap want to play with Simp, for instance. I'll give you an example, right? Simp's locked up on FaZe. the Thieves guys are locked up on Thieves. Who goes to Thieves? Who goes to FaZe? Where do they go? How does this work? FaZe is going to want to get them. Thieves is going to want to get them.
Money's just going to matter. Like, there's no way this deal gets done without one of these orgs getting compensated.
Yeah, which that kind of leaves it up in the air, right? It's like we just don't know what's going to happen. What if none of them budge, right? That's another option. What if Thieves says no, we're not getting rid of these guys, and then FaZe goes, well, we're not getting rid of Sip. All right, well, it's over with. Boom, like you know what I mean?
Nate's got 50,000 subs. He's opened some hedge maze. I mean,
you never know.
Opening some hedge maze.
It really comes down to like at this point, what a Paco and what a Scrap want to do. I think that's really the key thing on the side. If they feel like they can't win with one or two of the players, like it's over. If they want to continue to stick it out because they won the back-to-back Major 3 and Major 4, then like kind of it is what it is. I would say from the outside looking in, I just think either Dill or Dan played enough that like I think their spot is 1,000 or 100% guaranteed. I think they both, I'll be honest, had fairly disappointing years. I think Dill played better.
Dill had a lot of moments.
Yeah,
I feel like he was big in
moments.
big moments, but I don't think that he was a consistent enough slayer or brought enough to the table in respawn to what you said, like guarantee a spot. But when he was in those massive moments where you needed a 1v in the searches for their tournament runs, like he was there doing that. But I think as a whole, it was a relatively underwhelming season for both. I mean, Dan had like a 0.8 in finals for the whole year.
Also, just while we're on the topic, like, yeah, I mean, I think they were pretty much the main reason why this team struggled. Like, it was clear as day in the stats, but I think even Paco, like, towards the end of the year, was not playing like Paco, like usually does in most of the games.
From your perspective, they should keep Dan and you think they should stick it out 100% with this?
No. I'm like, it only really depends on who they can get, whether taking that risk is like worth it. And even then, it's just like, I don't know. Like, you had such good success before, like, and you clearly have what it takes. It's just more so like, is the risk worth the reward depending on who you can get? And if they can't get players like Simp, players like Cell, players like, I mean, maybe like Rencor, if they can somehow get him. I don't know if you do it. I think you just stick.
What's the game though? Like, we gotta talk about that. Like I feel like
don't know yet.
The roster is one half of the equation. Because like the game and how it plays could totally dictate whether this exact roster is godlike next year.
And bro, this game is so fast paced. Like it's probably one of the most fast paced boots on the ground games we've ever had, and or maybe the fastest paced boots on the ground game we've ever had. And if the game goes back to being slower, like the teams that are really good will just get better because it just gives them a lot more room to like think and outplay opponents rather than just like blatant head bashing and like what happens now.
In his interview, and I know Lawrence wasn't around for Black Ops 2, but like they made it seem like they're trying to focus in on like the Black Ops 2 style in terms of like, I mean, we know Black Ops 2 is obviously infamous for pick 10 and like there was a lot of meta game involved in, classes and using equipment and stuff like that. I mean that could be a sign that the game's going to be.
Yeah, but it could also just mean it could also.
No, I know. I'm just saying
it could also just mean it could also just mean they're going to literally have BO2 maps in and nothing changes because like one of the problems that we run into nowadays and why the game is so head smashy is because there's just like a lot like less there's just a lot less roles involved. So like back in the day, right, you used to have like metas within tax. Now everyone has everything available, right? Everyone has stuns, everyone has nades, everyone has full attachments.
If that, because I mean, bro, like this is supposed to be the sequel to Black Ops 2. If that changes, I feel like that is the biggest shakeup of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to. Okay, the only thing is, and I think is like these teams still want to be some level of fast, even on a slower game. Like you don't want to. You think we have a more structured team? Well, then. If they figure out a fast minute, then you're just getting
playing fast is fine. But if you're able to punish players who don't think like that's even if they're fast, in my opinion, what COD has lacked is the ability to punish players and punish teams for bad plays. Like there's just so much bailout opportunity nowadays. I think if that aspect comes back, then I mean like pace is kind of a small part of the equation.
In this case. My bad. I want to say one last thing before I stop talking, before people say I'm yapping. But in this game, more than any other game, there is multiple times a game, and I mean multiple times a game, where you don't think you're going to spawn up and just bash, In other games, it didn't happen like that very often. You had way more options, and you don't have them in this game.
So some people did that,
Great.
and they got like 10-point clubbed.
Yeah.
I think assuming that Thieves, have money to spend, they did just announce recently that they're not continuing on in League of Legends. So I don't know what their like 2026 like fiscal outlook is or whatever. Assuming they have money to spend and buy out, Vancouver and Miami don't exactly like pay the world's highest salaries. Now it's possible that with both those teams really taking a step up this year, that they attempt to really scale it up because they actually have like solid squads, and maybe that complicates this. But they continue at the current level, they compensate those players. Like they're gonna Thieves can theoretically get virtually anybody they want unless they're in a bidding war with Falcons, essentially.
Which, a bidding war with Falcons, that does not sound nice. That sounds rough.
The other flip side of it, and I don't think this is realistic, I'm just throwing it out there, is like, there is a role where Falcon says, you know what? We're going to pay any amount of money to take advantage of this Thieves and FaZe clusterfuck and write a couple M checks to everybody and get all the good guys on one team. I don't think it's a likely scenario, but it is one in the realm of possibility, and they can definitely theoretically pull it off.
But would that still exist with Pred, though?
That I don't know. But at that point, you're just in fantasy land spending $3 million in buyouts or something. Who knows? I'm just making up a number.
Yeah.
Well, like if there's one team that can pull it, and this, I will say this offseason is kind of aligned perfectly for that, right? Neither team's going into this year like in a stable situation. You can kind of piecemeal a team together from that aspect, buy everybody off, and then go from there.
Yeah, I do want to show the comms videos. I got a couple comms videos the chat wants to see. So I'm gonna play through them, and we'll see what the Optic boys sound like here, taking down Thieves.
Watch out.
Okay, take your time. Nice. Stay left. I'm going Zig to you. I'm going Zig to you fast. Just stay up. Oh my god,
Nice,
they can't kill you! Block.
I should be
Okay,
blocking.
I naded the street.
Dead on.
First guy Zig. Two Zig, the rest of their side. Two Zig,
Zig,
one side.
Zig one shot.
One more.
Their side, watch out.
These guys are
Hey, Merc is comedy. Merc is hilarious. And then there was also another comms video that I was linked. Let's tune in. This is a 16-second clip. Let's tune into this real quick.
It's down to Optic. How do you play this? We'll take a listen to see what they decide to do with the Bravia Optic Gaming. Listen in.
We got this time. No, ain't off the scrap.
Make sure we don't change. Go right. We're good. Usually come back. Promise. Just like champs. Close fight.
What did he say? Just like champs? Just like champs in the middle of the map? That's aura right there, man. Down 50, just like champs. And then they came back and won that shit. It's good work from the Optic boys. Listen, I think it's safe to say that Merc has completely changed this whole team. I think
He's the legacy savior, Tom.
I mean, their whole flow
is Pat.
It's there. So.
Not gonna work.
Their whole flow as a team is just like everybody's playing better. I just think everybody's more comfortable, and I mean, they did a really good job building the team. I really do believe that Merc was just the perfect slot to put in there, and their play styles are just meshing now, and it's all working. And they're all shining from it. They are like insane. Like when you watch Optic play right now, I just don't see a way. I don't see them losing this tournament. I don't know how they're going to lose this tournament. If they do lose this tournament, I'll be very surprised. Maybe Miami or
It's going to be them beating
Vancouver.
themselves.
Yeah.
If they lose, they beat themselves. 100%. I agree because they look
the
insane.
one team where like there's a lot of really quality map pool overlap for both teams, and like, Miami plays such breakneck speed, and they the kind of series they got today with medals shooting like that. I think it can get real fun, bro. I'm going to go out as far and say, because we haven't done predictions yet, I think this Miami Optic series is the series of the season tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a
Series of the season.
really, really good series. But would you guys agree with me that Optics looked like the best team at Champs and this weekend? I feel like they look insane. Like, just even seeing like how quick they are on the map, their decision-making, their teamwork, their comms. Everybody's frying. Everybody's getting kills. Everybody's talking. It just, I don't know. It just feels like they're a well-oiled machine.
They made that, like, obviously... Picking up Merc was an insane plus for them, but bro, fucking FaZe and Thieves have collapsed. So it's like it puts them in the clear-cut position because the other two teams that we've literally talked about all year just fucking disappeared at the end of the year.
I mean, Thieves did lose to Optic today. I mean, they're also collapsing because they're just playing good teams, and these good teams are just outplaying them, right? I mean, they're getting outplayed.
No, but I'm saying, like, when we look at the year, like, obviously FaZe won, then Thieves won, like, both won 2 events, and then just fucking fell off the map. And then Optic obviously gets Mercules, and have just looked infinitely better than they did all year long. And now it's like, well, it would be a way better conversation if FaZe and Thieves just didn't fucking disappear at the finish line.
Yeah, I would say like maybe like you could say that was a reason if Optic didn't really play Thieves or FaZe, but I mean like Optic just played Thieves here and they just slammed them. Like because some people were saying like at champs they didn't have to play some of the top teams, right? Because they won majors and they got knocked out early by worse teams, but I mean clearly here it didn't fucking matter, bro. They're fucking disgusting. They elevated their gameplay. They deserve all the credit in the world, bro. This is a tippable form of COD.
They're
bro.
insane. They're actually insane.
They're fucking nuts.
They just now have 3 teams, right? Miami that hasn't made a final yet. And they're gonna be delusionally like confident and locked in for this one. Vancouver that really wants to make a final and win one, and then Toronto, which is an opportunity to make their one final, and they've been getting 3rd or 4th all year. Like you have a lot of really hungry teams left tomorrow, and I think there's a very good chance we see some fun shit tomorrow.
Also, for people in the chat, they did play FaZe at champs, but I'm saying they didn't play Thieves, and now they played Thieves here, and that shit still didn't matter, bro. They're just better than every team right now. That's what I meant.
Are you predicting an upset, Ben?
Are we gonna get a Merc and Abe grand final, bro? That would be insane, bro.
The Stallions grand final.
Bro, we get a Merc and Abe grand final, just the cherry on top for the rest of the season, bro. That would just be insane. That would be so funny, just the way that this year played out.
Bro, Optic, I was thinking about this. Optic finally have, and I'm not saying he's there yet, but like Merc has superstar potential. And I think, Optic finally getting that.
He's not there yet.
Bro, you can't be a superstar in 1 month. That's just not how it works.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
Has he given you any reason
No, you
to
could
think
definitely
that
be
he
a
is not
superstar. But you could be a superstar in 2 weeks.
No, not in 1 month, bro. It takes time. It takes time.
I don't
Why?
think so. I think you could be a superstar overnight.
It takes multiple events, bro, because we've talked about this. Like,
It's
we've
been
seen
multiple events.
I mean, not really. I wouldn't say he was a
been 3
superstar on the
events.
Toronto
That's been 3.
event. Like,
Absolutely,
I mean,
he was.
No, he wasn't a superstar.
I have
You're
a
tripping.
bottle of
No,
whiskey
you're
behind me.
tripping
I
for
might
that.
have
He
to
was a superstar.
take
He
it and
played
chug
well.
it right now, bro.
He played
I might
very
have to
well
chug
and
that
got a
shit.
spot, but like he wasn't instantly a superstar, bro. Bro, this is what I've said before. People like we gotta hone in and make more realistic expectations of players, bro. Not everybody is a fucking superstar instantly in the league and like is a
You're
goat
right,
and all
but
this
Dirk
shit.
is.
I mean,
No,
bro, but
no,
watch him
I
play-
said
watch him
potential.
play, dude.
I said
Watch him
potential.
play.
Optic finally. I mean, yeah, he's godlike, but that doesn't make somebody a superstar overnight, bro. It takes time. LeBron James came in the league and was fucking godlike in 2003. He wasn't a superstar
So, Pat,
right
what makes
away,
somebody
bro.
a superstar?
It takes time,
he was
bro.
Literally getting ESPN primetime in high school.
Yeah, he was godlike. He was generational, but he wasn't yet a superstar, bro. It takes time.
What makes a
It takes
superstar?
time to.
Wait, hold
bro,
on.
it takes
got
time to
CTE.
earn
I love
that
Pat's
title.
I love
bro.
Pat's
Yeah, I got a
Bro, hold
question
on.
though.
No, this is just reality. It takes time to earn titles like that, bro. You don't just get it overnight. Like it takes time.
Yo, Pat,
And like I said, Optic finally have somebody who has superstar potential. So I think they're on a good trajectory.
I love Pat, bro.
Wait, Pat,
Never
what's-
They're on a
back down,
good
never
Pat,
trajectory.
what's your
But
hold
like,
on, bro?
We gotta stop
Pat,
acting
what's
so
your
fast,
definition
bro.
of a superstar? What's your definition of a, like?
No.
What do you consider a superstar?
Someone who absolutely dominates every single game they play for an entire year, bro. That is a superstar. Like the guy that is not gonna have a bad event, bro.
Did someone
So
go
was
back
there
to the
so was
line?
there
think this
zero?
guy's had
So
a
are
bad
there-
event. This
so was
guy's
there
been
zero
MVP.
superstars this year? So there are zero superstars this year. So nobody's a superstar.
Superstar buzzword is fucking
So nobody.
Sample size
no one-
matters, bro.
Oh, Tom, go ahead. Tom, go ahead.
I love
Sample
it.
No, I
size
was just gonna
matters.
say. So like, but I
Reality.
just feel like with that logic, then nobody was a superstar this year. Because there was.
Nah, there's been a few. I'd
But
say
how?
Scrappy was a superstar. I don't think Scrap had a single bad event all year long.
Damps.
I mean, I don't even think he played in particular.
He didn't play very good.
Like, he didn't
But dude,
play
not
as good,
superstar.
but he didn't play as bad. But if you look at his average throughout the year, I wouldn't look at a big picture and be like, "Yo, Scrap had a bad event all year."
So superstars fold in the biggest
I
tournament.
mean, this event
I
hasn't
mean, his
ended, but
team
Merc
folded,
hasn't.
bro. You got fucking
oh,
Envoy
so now
with
superstar
.6s.
is dependent on your team.
I mean, we've talked about this. Odds a team game. That's always been the case. Like, you could put Celium on fucking LAG. They're going to be dog shit.
Does
you think
Optic
Paco's a superstar?
does Optic have any superstars?
I think Paco was a superstar last year. Yeah.
Does Optic have superstars,
Does
Pat?
Optic have
I
any
don't- I don't- I
superstars
don't
on their
think-
team, Pat?
No. Like I said, Merc has the superstar potential.
Is
finally.
that-
No.
Optic have any
Does
superstars
Optic
on
have
the team?
any superstars on their team currently?
Currently,
I love this
no.
word. This
But I
shit's so
think
good,
Merc
bro.
is the
This
one
shit's
that
so
has the
good.
potential.
And-
And I
What?
think he's on the
They have no
trajectory to
superstars.
have it.
Motherfucker won!
Have none currently.
I don't
Bro,
know.
this
But I'm looking
is
at this
what I hate.
definition. I can think of a few people that are superstars in the league.
This is what I hate though, because Magic Johnson had an interview where he said the same thing. Magic Johnson was like, anyone who can sell out fucking
You got to get past
buildings is a superstar. Bro, I actually think Magic Johnson is delusional because we're blurring the lines of what a superstar is, bro. Like the most popular player, someone that just sells tickets, that doesn't mean they're a superstar, but that's a different word, a different category.
What are they?
Superstar
What's the word?
is strictly the word for performance, bro. And like I said, so far, in my opinion, Merc has the potential to be a superstar for this Optic team finally. But like selling out fucking stadiums and being the most popular player, whatever, that should not even come into the equation for being a superstar. That's just a fucking ticket seller, bro. Like, that's completely different.
I mean, we can agree to disagree. I think
Conversation.
there's a lot of superstars in the league. I think every team has like their superstar, right? Or their superstars.
That's
how
how
I look at it.
stars. They have stars, bro. Superstars are a league thing, bro.
How many do you think there are in the league currently right now, Pat?
I think last year I had
No, right now.
no. Last year I had 4,
That's not the answer. That's not my question. Right now.
5. I think this
Name
year.
them. No, name them. Name them now.
No, I don't even care if you name
No,
them.
I'm
How many-
thinking.
how
Hold on,
many
because
is right now?
last year I had 4. I think this year we had a lot of fall off, bro. To be honest, I think right now, Sam, I got 2 for certain, and I got 2 with potential.
Who are the two? Scrap and who?
Trap and Celium are my 2 superstars, and then my
By your
potential-
metrics, you believe that Cell is a superstar.
yeah, bro. I think Cell has been a superstar for many
That's
years
all I
in the
needed to
league.
hear, man. Let's get to these predictions.
Many years. Cell has been dominant. I know we talk about it, but like Cell has been godlike for many years.
Absolutely, Pat. All right, Tom, these predictions.
Yeah, we got.
I think the
predictions
one
here.
thing that holds Cell's back is can't fucking understand his comps, but he's a superstar.
This is rage bait. This is rage
This
bait,
is
and I will not be
12
told
out of
otherwise.
10.
But
12 out of
Sam,
10.
I like
my
that,
point.
Benjamin.
Like I
Twelve
said,
out of 10.
I had 4. I had 2
Nah,
this
that's
year, but
good,
there
man.
are people with potential,
Thank you.
and
Of course.
Merc is right there, bro.
Absolutely.
But it's
Pat,
gonna
I agree.
take 2 to 3 more
Gotta
events
have
for
a
me
full
to see.
season. Gotta have a full season.
2 to 3 more events. I
Yo,
think.
speaking, yo, on the
100%.
topic of Cell, I just got a tweet and it's just hilarious because the way he worded it's funny. Brian Stats1 on Twitter says Celium has officially had a positive KD 30 events in a row. The
He's
U.S.
a
national
superstar.
the U.S. national debt has increased 10.6 trillion since the last time he went negative at an
Fuck
event.
yeah, dude. Big
Like
spread.
why did he just put that
Absolutely.
in there? That's so funny.
Yeah. I am down to move on to predictions unless you guys have anything else that you want to say.
Nah.
The floor is yours. I think I'm good.
I will add Joe Deceives is like slowly creeping up that radar too.
Wait, who are the ones
Joe
that
keeps it
potential? You said there was 2 with potential. Who were the potential?
Merc for sure, and then Rincor. I think obviously Rincor is a little bit further out, but like Rincor's been godlike since he came in the league, so he's on my my superstar watch list.
Absolutely, Pat.
Okay, sounds good, Pat.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the matches tomorrow. Championship Sunday is on our way. Obviously, EWC has been a roller coaster. There's been a lot of upsets. There's been a lot of crazy matchups, and it all comes down to this. We got 4 teams left. We got Vancouver Surge going up against Movistar KOI, and we got Team Heretics going up against Optic Gaming. Both winners of those matches will play each other in the grand final, correct? That's how it works. And there'll also be a third place match, which, what's the third place match plays right before the grand final? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and I guess the best of 5, which is whatever. But it's for
Yeah.
it's for the obviously additional prize money and for the club
Right.
Club points, which is big for some of these.
Yeah,
orgs.
I mean, it's a lot of money on the line.
It's a big prize money
It's a big,
difference, isn't
big.
it?
It's got to be a big
It
difference.
was like
What's the
80,
difference?
It was like 80K difference. I think we looked it up. Right?
Damn.
Bro, I used to hate the consolation matches in the MLG days because you were playing for like an extra $100 or something stupid.
You remember the
But, like-
consolation we played when you were on TCM and fucking was it Dallas or DC?
No, it was DC, bro.
Bro, do you remember that?
Bro.
Yeah, you slammed our shit.
But
Yeah.
I think we came out with like
top
20
six
extra
or some
bucks and
shit,
5
dude.
more pro points.
Oh, that was awful.
I mean, I'll be honest. I like with that much money on the line, like they'll be going hard. I mean, why not? One match
Oh,
to
yeah,
end the
100%.
season for thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, why not?
100% that we
Right? It'll be a good match regardless. But let's give our predictions. We got Vancouver Surge going up against Movistar KOI. Personally, I don't know. This is a hard one, bro. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go with Movistar KOI. I don't know. Just I feel like most people are gonna have Surge, but I'll just go with I'll go against the grain. I'll go with Movistar KOI. I'm gonna root for my man Abe. I'm gonna root for Abe and see if he can get it done and get himself to a grand final. And this is his first event too, right? It'd be great to see him get a grand final in his first event. That'd be awesome for the kids. So I'm gonna go with KOI. What about you, Sam?
I got Vancouver 3-2.
Okay, Duarte,
I got Vancouver.
Benjay. Did Benjay fall asleep? Is he sleeping over
No,
there?
I'm thinking.
Oh, you looked like you.
One of-
It looked like you were sleeping.
No, I'm just trying to think. Like I got Vancouver game 5, but I don't.
Yeah,
feel, I think it's
random-
game 5.
Random question, Ben. I'm curious. Why isn't Vancouver LG at this tournament? This is like off topic, but
Like
you
Luminosity?
know what you know?
Decision.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Oh, okay. I thought you would maybe like have some insight. All right.
I mean,
whatever.
they probably would prefer to have the Vancouver like branding and COD since LG is probably not coming back.
The thing with this year is like you had to, in order to get, there are way more strict rules this year about like parent brands, shit like that, as far as how it cascades up in the club championship. So
Gotcha.
it'll be, who knows?
Mm-hmm. What about you, Pat? Who do you got with Vancouver and KOI?
I got KOI. I hate that you dropped Abe, so I got him.
Come on, I didn't drop anybody, man. Fuck. Dude, if we get Merc and Abe grand final, it's gonna be hilarious, bro. I'm just gonna see you ZooMaa drop this guy, ZooMaa drop. I'm just gonna see that all over the fucking timeline. But I disbanded the team, guys. I didn't drop anybody. The whole team disbanded. All right, and look at where they ended up. Look at where these guys ended up. I mean, it was good for everybody. But then we got Team Heretics going up against Optic Gaming. I have Optic going all the way. So I have them beating Miami here, and then I also have them winning the grand finals. I just don't see them losing. I just think they're too confident. They're too in flow. I think their scrims have been going well. Every match they played have been going well. Every time you see them on camera, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're having a good time. It's just I just don't know how this team's going to lose. If they do lose, like Chris said, I could see them just beating themselves. Maybe they make some mistakes or something. But, I mean, I have them taking it. So I'm going to go with Optic in this one. I'll go with Optic Gaming. What about you, Sam? The chat's on your ass, Sam. They're on your
Tom, I've
ass.
been doing a lot of thinking. I have been. Optic's on a potential back-to-back here, biggest tournaments of the season. Miami hasn't seen a grand final yet. I think it's time for Miami to see a grand final, Tom.
You said you were gonna pick Optic.
I got
earlier.
the Miami Heretics.
You got the Miami Heretics going
Got
all
the
the way,
Miami
Sam?
Heretics with the upset. It's Rancor's time.
No way, Sam. No way. What about you, Chris? Who do you got?
I had Optic winning this whole tournament prior to the event, but as far as just prediction, I'm gonna root for Miami because I just want to see it happen.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it'd be cool to
I
see
don't
them
know.
win. It would be
I'm
really
rooting
cool.
for Miami, but in my head, I have Optic. I don't care really
Yeah.
who wins.
Benjay, what about you? Oh, he's
got
got the
Optic.
pondering face. Optic? You got Optic, Ben?
The Benji
Yeah.
steak face, dude.
I got Optic, but like, I think clearly, I think Miami's going to score with them. And like I said, I think this is going to be a best series of the year, game 5 heater, bro.
This is the first time these guys have played each other with Merc, I believe.
Yeah.
They didn't get to play at Champs.
Yeah. What about you, Pat? Who do you got?
It's the battle of the potential superstars. I agree with Ben. It's going to be game 5. I got Rencor just having a masterclass game 5 and getting it done.
You got Rencor?
Yeah. I mean, Damon was tweeting like they're worried about the coin flip. I think they're a little nervous. They might not get the seed they want, which is going to impact the vetoes that are gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm going Heretics. I'm going to Rencor masterclass.
You're not real.
What did Hector say in chat, Tom?
I mean, it's pinned. He said, "I'm out of here. I've seen enough." That's what Hector said. He said he's seen enough. Hector's storming off. He's storming off.
Oh no.
Miami's time, Hector. It is what it is. Unfortunately.
Hey, Sam, I see what Sam's doing. I see what he's doing. I think regardless, whoever wins would be cool. If Optic win, they go back-to-back champs, back-to-back at the end of the year, and then we get a 2-2-2 split, right, with all the teams this year. If Vancouver win, they finally get over that hurdle of second-place finishes. If KOI win, you got Abe at his first event, roster change, the Cinderella story, that would be pretty cool. And Miami, right, like Chris said. I mean, if Miami won, I think that's just a crazy story. I think that'd be awesome for Miami if they got the W. So I'm excited. I'm super excited for Championship Sunday. I feel like any one of these guys can take it, but we'll see what happens.
Wait, who do you guys have in the consolation?
I'm going to go Optic 1, Miami 2. I'm going to go KOI
Miami
3.
2?
Yeah, like second place. Like second place. Or sorry, they can't do that. I'm going to do Optic 1, Surge 2, or KOI 2, Miami 3rd. And then, KOI, like in that order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do you guys got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do you got? We'll start
Miami
with you.
1, KOI 2.
I forgot that it was single
3,
limb.
Optic
I literally,
4.
no, I literally forgot it was single limb. That was on me. I just forgot. No, I just forgot. I got Optic number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I got KOI number 2, right? Because they're going to get second place, right? And then Heretics and Surge will play a consolation, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So how did I say it? I said it wrong. Did I say it wrong?
You
Whatever.
got it right.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
So like I said, I was rooting for Miami, but like I said prior, that Optic's gonna win. So I'll put Optic 1. I will put Surge 2, and I will put Miami 3rd and KOI 4th.
All right, Benjay.
Absolutely.
Optic 1st, Vancouver 2nd, Miami 3rd.
Okay, and Pat.
I think I said it, but I got Miami winning it all, Toronto getting second, Surge winning the consolation, and Optic getting last.
All right. Do you
I
guys
think
have?
I think they lose both coin flips.
Do we ask Sam?
No, my opinion is not relevant. We're good.
I'll
Mm,
host.
Sam, your opinion is kind of relevant.
I got Vancouver winning the event, by the way.
You got Vancouver winning the event.
Yep.
It's not a bad take. I mean, they easily
It's their
could have won
time, bro.
champs. Yeah.
Nobody
you're
beats
telling
the
me that-
Vancouver Surge 5 times in a row in
Can
finals.
we do a PayPal investigation on Sam? Like the Optic
What are you
checks hitting? Like,
talking
what's
about?
going on
Wait,
here,
that's
bro?
not a bad prediction.
That's not a bad
Mike.
take at all.
Like, bro, I think,
Do you actually believe that? Or we
Nobody
we
beats
are we ready to
5
read
times in
here?
a row in finals.
bro,
Nobody.
ignoring that in any other timeline, bro, Surge could have won champs without a doubt. So I don't think it's that crazy of a prediction.
I still want to see the.
They're
PayPal.
blitzing, bro. I don't know if y'all have heard, but they're blitzing.
Yeah, well, listen, guys. Obviously, Championship Sunday tomorrow. Ben's about to sink us a putt here, and then we'll obviously be back. But the matches have been crazy. The energy at EWC has been nuts. It's been a pleasure watching, and I'm excited to get it on our way. But Benja, why don't you sing us out with a putt? I see a lot of channel point predictions coming in. A lot of people got you making it. A lot of people got you missing it. It's time to
he been
show up,
missing?
Benjay.
I
No, he's
missed the
actually
last
been
two.
sinking. Ben's been sinking these putts, man. I mean, he's
It's because
been,
I wasn't here, Tom.
You think he gets nervous in front of the
Is he nervous
Slayer?
around you?
Yeah, watch this.
I don't know.
Going wide
Let's see what Benjay does as he steps up to the green here. Look at it sink the putt. Let's see if he can get it done. All the pressure on the line. The Slayer is here. Does the Slayer
I gotta
make
watch
Pat
Happy Gilmore
nervous?
too, by the way.
Make Ben nervous. What'd you say, Pat?
You gotta watch Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm actually excited to
Now
watch
it's
that.
out on Netflix now.
I gotta watch that tonight.
Watched
Slowly
it last night,
sinks the putt. Nice and easy, ice
Yeah,
cold.
you got lucky. Magnetic ball.
And Benjay Nassim gets the job done, man. We might need to get you a harder putting mat or something, bro. We might need to, I don't know. We might need to do something over there, bro.
Next season, we gotta actually get that like other putter mat that's got like the slope and shit.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna
also
might
like
lose
I've
out.
also gotten better at putting. People that play golf can test. Like I'm pretty good on the course.
Abe and Merck are gonna be in the grand finals tomorrow.
show.
Watch, it's gonna happen. I feel like the stars are aligning, which means there's-
Stallions Bowl.
which means that Lurks and Encourage gotta come back to the Stallions next year and make their way up. Hey, Chris, you see Lurks getting in there next year? You see Lurks getting picked up?
I mean, he slowed down. Like he started off pretty like hot at the beginning of the year. So it really depends. He needs to get back. He needs to get back on track. He was
Tom,
good.
Did Sam ruin the league, chat? Did Sam ruin the league? What do you guys think? I mean, did he ruin this or what? I mean, what do you guys think about it? But guys, that's gonna do it for us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watch it on YouTube, go to Anchor.fm, says the Flank. You got all the other sites around. Go follow the Flank on Twitter. So the followers, everybody socials, Zooma.gg for the merch. And of course, join the community if you haven't already. We're closing in on 25,000 members of the community. Guys, the energy in the watch party today was nuts. The show was nuts. You guys showed out. So I appreciate all the support and everybody that's tuning in. As always, man, take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank.
Check.
What?
Rings check. All-star check.
18 to
MVP
8,
check.
18 to 8,
Chip
two
check.
MVPs, one of the best. 8 to 8, so low.